First off, I'd like to say you should thank Review Tech USA for posting this subject on his Facebook wall. I'm not sure if he's going to talk about it on his channel. I haven't checked, but pretty much what I'm going to talk about is Jimmy Kimmel, some famous dude that has a, comedy talk show, some pretty funny shit on there. He was pretty much talking about, he was talking about YouTube's new video game watching service, and Twitch's competitor, and now pretty much Twitch has to get their shit together because YouTube is going to be competition for them. So he's pretty much making fun of it in his video. He says that it's stupid watching other people play video games, and he compares it to like going to a restaurant and watching someone else eat your food, which is funny because I believe in Korea there's some kind of famous vlogging thing of some attractive looking woman pretty much just eating food in front of you, and it's supposed to be like I don't know, it's just for creepy people to think they're on a date or something. I don't even know, but that debunks his argument for that. Now, I'm not here to hate on Jimmy Kimmel. I actually think everything he says isn't supposed to be taken as seriously as some of these idiots are taking it. Alright, he's pretty much just making jokes, so I don't know why everyone's getting upset. I make this joke a lot too, even though, I do exactly what I'm making jokes about, because let's think about it for a second. You're watching somebody play a video game when you could play the video game. Now, I understand that most people watch these gameplays because they want to figure out what the game's about, and it's a really good source to, not buy a piece of shit game. So, it's a good reviewing mechanism to see what you're getting before you actually get it. And I think that that's really good, because even though people still fucking buy EA games, I really do think that it's good that you can see if a game is broken or really poorly made and not what you want before you even get it, despite the fact that EA can still somehow sell a bunch of games. So obviously this isn't working in the intended way. What was I going to say? But yeah, it's very strange when you think about it. And I know a lot of people that hardly play video games and they still watch PewDiePie. It's very strange. Or not even just PewDiePie, it's not limited to PewDiePie. They'll watch like they'll watch just some kind of Minecraft Let's Player, and they don't even play Minecraft, which I find very, very strange. Like, if you own the game and you watch them play, that kind of makes more sense. It's a little bit more of an educational experience. You're learning stuff from them. If you watch me play Payday, I tend to say a lot of good advice because I don't want to be the typical Let's Player that just, no offense PewDiePie, but that just spazzes out in front of a mic yelling out random, sexual organs, pretty much. I don't like that. That's why in a lot of my live commentaries I'm pretty quiet, because I don't have much to talk about and I don't want to spaz out. I don't want to do that really like me, please subscribe kind of desperate comedy thing. That's why I tend to stay quiet and just, oh, did you see that, that kind of stuff, and like, oh, did you know, that's basically my live commentary in a nutshell, and I know it's pretty boring. And that's why I tend to revolve my Let's Plays around like character packs and stuff like that, so that way I can show you guys something, and pretty much it's like a learning experience for both of us, as cheesy as that sounds and how gay that sounds, but that's pretty much what it is. And that's why I avoid doing too many Let's Plays, let's just say that. So I don't understand why people are hating on this guy, but one valid point that I did come across was somebody that compared it to sports. He said, I think it was a girl, I don't know, said, she or he said, I don't see how you can say this when millions of people watch sports. You could say the same thing. It's all essentially watching someone else play a game. It's even better than watching a sport because at least you can interact with the person playing. Okay, if it's live, you can somewhat interact with the person playing. If it's not live, like PewDiePie or Ali A, I know they're live sometimes, I think, but if it's not a live video, you're not really interacting with them. You're just commenting in the comment section. They might glance at your comment, but you're nothing important, all right? You know, don't get that false idea. You know, I hope all of you guys are real about that. You know, it's just like, you know, a star football player. He's down in the stadium, and, you know, he sees all his fans waving at him, and he waves back. He doesn't really wave at each of you individually or anyone in particular. He just kind of waves for the politeness, you know what I mean? So it's not really interacting with them. It's false interaction. I don't really know what to call it, but that's pretty much what it is when you're commenting in the comment section. Now, if they're live and you comment something and they take that inside of their live commentary, then sure, that's definitely interaction and that. Or if you're playing with this famous YouTuber. But overall, I don't see why people are freaking out about this. This guy is, Jimmy Kimmel is just making jokes. Everyone makes jokes like this about how watching video games is stupid. Even I think it's stupid. And you also have to remember that a lot of his audience is older people, because who watches TV anymore to begin with? And, you know, him posting it on YouTube was kind of strange, because he should realize that like 90% of people on YouTube are, well, people that also watch people play video games. But, I mean, just look at the like to dislike ratio. It's ridiculous. 6.9K likes, don't laugh at that number, and 101K dislikes. That's ridiculous. I don't know why this guy is getting so many dislikes. It's just lighthearted jokes, and, you know, I do take that sports one as a valid point, and he did also say that watching people play games means that your parents failed at raising you, which is obviously not true, and I'm sure he didn't mean that in a serious way, because, I mean, we talk about people being retarded and people having autism and stuff like that, and we don't seriously mean it, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't seriously mean it. All I'm saying is that you guys need to calm the fuck down, because this guy has a point. When you really think about it, it is kind of stupid. When you think about watching sports, it's kind of stupid, but we all do it. He didn't mean it in a serious way, and, you know, there are practical uses for watching someone play video games, but let's be honest here. The biggest reason why we do it is because we're bored as fuck and we don't have anything better to do. Really, think about it for a moment. Yep, that's right. You probably thought about it, and you're probably like, oh shit, I do. Because I know I do that. In fact, that's how I started. Well, actually, that's not really how I started. Most people start by, you know, going on there, seeing how to do something in a game, and then they realize, whoa, you know, someone actually plays this game on YouTube, or, you know, something like that. And then they get into that, and then one day they're just super bored, and they decide, oh, well, I'll watch that guy play this game again. So pretty much, yeah. So to a certain extent, he's right. We weren't failed at being raised, but the reason why we watch it is because we're bored the fuck out of our minds majority of the time. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I understand why people think, you know, obviously what he's saying is not true, and a lot of backlash at him. They do have good points, but I don't think he was that serious, guys. So let's just calm down.